My name is Temple Grandin.
You might not know Temple Grandin, but she is an American scientist and animal behaviorist who has authored more than 60 scientific papers on animal behavior. In 2010, Time 100, an annual list of the most influential people globally, named her in the Heroes category. Oh, and she is autistic too. The Damaged Girl.
Can you bring everything you've seen to your mind?
Sure.
Wow.
Can't you?
Excellent work, Temple. Really excellent work.
Mary Temple Grandin was born in Boston, Massachusetts, into a very wealthy family. Her great-grandparent was John Livingston Grandin. There's a whole town in North Dakota named Grandin because of him. Nonetheless, Grandin's childhood wasn't typical since she displayed some autistic traits but wasn't formally diagnosed until her adulthood. It was the 50s, after all. As a 2-year-old, the only formal diagnosis given to Grandin was brain damage.
First words.
She probably will never speak, and I'm afraid there is no course of treatment. I'm talking about institutionalization.
Fortunately, while Grandin was still in her mid-teens, her mother found a diagnostic checklist for autism. That checklist was her first diagnosis until she had an official one in her 40s. Unpleasant times.
Temple! I have done everything that I can for Temple.
We know how different she is.
Different, not less.
As you probably know, most people under the autistic spectrum were considered sick in the 50s. Because of that, Temple had a tough childhood and adolescence. She has repeatedly declared that she considers herself fortunate to have had supportive mentors from an early age. Even so, she says junior high and high school were the most unpleasant times of her life.
If the people at school know I don't understand them, and some of my friends anyway.
What don't you understand?
Girls get all goofy over boys. Talk about silly pop groups and clothes, and to say things like, why are you so grumpy when I'm happy? And I say, I'm happy. And I say, well, you don't look happy. And I say, can't you see I'm thinking? And can't you see I'm sad?
The behavioral genius. Different from other celebrities under the spectrum, Grandin's most prominent contribution hasn't been to memorize scripts or create new physical formulas, but to document the insights she gained from her personal experience of autism. You see, she's very good at identifying behavioral patterns.
Rolling on the floor,
Oh,
flapping.
I think spinning is good. And rolling, too. Self-stimulation does seem to eventually calm the nervous system. It can be a way to compensate for not being held. And being held by another person is scary, but rolling or being held by surfaces produces the calming effect that ordinary children get from a hug.
The hidden truth of autism. Now, too many people think Temple Grandin has become one of the greatest minds of our times all by herself due to autism. And while she could be perfect for a superhero movie, it wasn't like that in real life at all.
Make sure that I was engaged. And they knew I was different, but not less. You know, I had a gift. I could see the world in a new way.
And that is all for now. Thank you for watching. Please share this video with all the people you know who may be affected by ASD. Remember, First Choice Family Services is your information resource for the DSP industry.
But the other thing I hope this movie is going to do is educate people about autism. It's very accurate on my visual thinking, on the sound sensitivity, touch sensitivity, visual sensitivity, anxiety, and also for show that people with autism really can do things, and they can really succeed.